Welcome to York.
We've just arrived in the city of York. You've never been here before. Very historic city, used to be called Jorvik during the Viking times. Train from Newcastle took 1 hour and there was no delays, which is impressive. So now we're just going to walk to the hotel. And you can see here the York city walls, they surround the whole inner core of the city. You can walk right around them apparently, if you've got the time and inclination. And what do you know about York?
That it used to have a duke that had 10,000 men and he used to march them to the top of a hill and then back down again.
Well done. Right, we need to go down this road here. Look at that. York. We look like backpackers. I can assure you we're not backpacking. Never have been, never will be. And here we are, Travelodge, a budget hotel. That costs over 100 quid for one night in the most basic room, no fridge, nothing. So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but they won't let us check in. They said, oh, your room's available, but if you want to check in before 3, you got to pay for it, £10 extra. So we thought, forget it, just go. We'll just go and have a wander around York. Hotels in the UK have turned into an absolute rip-off, I can't get over how bad they are. Right, enough moaning about hotels in England. We're in York. Let's go and see some stuff.
What's your favourite pastime?
English hotels. Right, here are some interesting facts gleaned from the internet. The Romans came here in AD 71 and they stayed here for hundreds of years until the Vikings came. It's home to England's shortest street. We'll try to find that. The Minster, York Minster, is the largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe and it took 250 years to build. York is one of the most haunted cities in the world and its Minster has a ghost dog roaming around, and hopefully we'll find the Golden Fleece, which is York's most haunted pub. Might have a drink there. And famous people from here are Dame Judi Dench, the actress, and Guy Fawkes, you know, the gunpowder plot guy.
Yeah.
And the Shambles, which is a street in York, is one of Europe's best preserved medieval streets.
But also the Grand Old Duke of York.
So what are your first impressions of York then?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is, isn't it? Right, let's find some sights to see. So the Shambles, famous in York. What do you think of the name, the Shambles?
Well, for such a pretty place, it's a bit of a shambles of a name.
It is, isn't it, when you think about it? And look at this, over there. The Golden Fleece. England's, not just York's, England's most haunted pub. So I might have to go in there for a drink. Right, the 5 ghosts. Lady Alice roams the corridors. Jeff Monroe, 3rd floor. One-Eyed Jack, bottom of the bar. Grumpy old man at the bar and a small child by the entrance. Oh my god, 5 ghosts. Let's go in. Is that what it says? Bar managers?
Well, that one says Guy Wallace bar manager.
So
these
these
are all bar managers from like decades.
Why are they looking like that? Nice little touch. Even the ghost dog. So here we are, a pint of Guinness in England's most haunted pub. Nice.
Chair there.
Yeah.
Family was sitting there, and daughter was sitting there, mother, father and that. The mother took a picture of the daughter on a phone. When it came up, there was a white haze all behind her.
Really?
And that was in the daytime.
Right.
The last manageress who used to live upstairs, she had a niece staying. And the niece was playing in the kitchen while she got herself that. Anyway, she called her and she said, we're going out there. And the niece turned around and said, can the woman come too?
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know, do you? Right, I'm going to get Celine to sit in the haunted seat, take a photograph of her, and see if the ghost appears next to her. This is going to be an official test. Do you feel like any chills or strange feelings? No. Right, here we go. Photograph. And let's see if the ghost appears after the photograph's been taken. Smile. Right. My God.
No,
There's nothing there. Nothing there. We tried. Do you feel like a cold presence? Right.
I'm actually busted.
I'm going to check the photograph again. Jesus Christ. It's real.
It's hard to get wrong with me, don't it? You've got about mind.
Did you
You're not
sense it there?
wise. You are not wise.
Right, I enjoyed that. That was definitely
Yeah,
worth
it's
going in. Definitely worth going in the Fleece. And literally just opposite, look at that. That is the start of the Shambles.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Here it is. One of the most preserved medieval streets in the whole of Europe. These buildings are amazing. And like a little cat up there. No idea what that's about. And then this guy.
Right here, world famous comedy ghost walk
And then
tonight.
the shrine of St. Margaret Clitheroe. So we're just reading that this woman, Margaret Clitheroe, she harboured priests in a time where it was outlawed, and she was executed for it by her own door. A door was placed on top of her, and heavier and heavier stones were placed until she was crushed to death. But this is her shrine. What does that say?
So she like converted to be a Catholic, but then she didn't conform to the religion, and that's why she was imprisoned.
One person cut off her hand, and that is now a holy relic in the Bar Convent Museum in York. You can go and see it in a glass jar.
I'm going to walk through the market, have a look. This is alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just looks so tudor, doesn't it? Look at it. So it's a historic street in York from the 14th century, or some buildings from the 14th century, and the name, the Shambles, probably comes from the Anglo-Saxon fleshamel, which means like a flesh shelf, i.e. where butchers used to display their meat. None of those remain today, unfortunately. Right, that's the Shambles done. Now we're going to head to the Minster.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Look at that. Look how big it is. It's huge, isn't it? Huge and beautiful. But do you know how much it costs to go inside? To have a wander around? £8? More than that. We'd have paid about £8 to go in. £18 per person. So it'd have been £36 just to have a look inside. So we've decided no. The outside will do. Look at this. A Roman column that was only found in 1969 in the crypt of the Minster. Found it lying down in there. How did they miss that? 1969. Speaking of Romans, Constantine the Great, the Roman Emperor, who was here in York in 306 AD. Can hear some sort of grand singing. Are you a fan of that opera type singing that you can hear?
Well, is it coming from inside the feet?
I don't know.
Some opera music sounds cool.
Like the gargoyles.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. And that could be the biggest piece of stained glass in the world, is it? Possibly. That is an amazing cathedral.
Eileen can sing. Not mine. I'm going to put some money in this thing. It's called David Gregory, the busking baritone.
He's really good.
He is really good. Right, now we're going to head to York's, possibly England's shortest street called Whop Me Whip Me Gate. Whop Me Whip Me Gate?
Whip my what my gate?
Whip Me Whop Me Gate.
It sounds like you're asking to be spanked.
This is it. Oh, there's a big sign there saying Whip My Whop Me Gate. Here we are. This is a bit underwhelming, isn't it, after the Minster? Right, let's head down Fossgate, the Merchants' Quarter. By the 18th century, this was like the place, the poorest, one of the poorest streets in York. Now it looks all right, doesn't it? And here, the Merchants' Hall is, I'm guessing, where they used to gather. Should we have a look in the Merchants' Hall, see if we can get into it? I don't know whether we can. What we're going to find through here. Whoa, this is where the merchants of York used to go. Discover one of the finest medieval guild halls in the world. The Jewish contingent of York. Anyway, that's it. So this is our last little bit for York. So goodbye from York, Northern England. Next stop we'll be back to Middlesbrough tomorrow. See you next time.